Hello everyone and welcome. This is Dawn. I'm so glad you could join me. Today I'm going to make this cute card with this U on it. This stamp set is absolutely adorable. It's called Oh So Pretty. It has a bunch of great sayings and honestly every time I say the sentiments I want to sing them. We have I Feel Pretty and Oh So Pretty. A pity any girl who isn't me today. Witty and gay. Such a pretty me. I feel charming, oh so charming. It's alarming how charming I feel, and I could hardly believe I'm real. You can buy the matching dies, which are sold separately, and they have a die for various florals and the U and the fence. So let's get started. I'll be using the Whimsy Stamps Sprinkle Scallops Rectangle die. The largest die has a decorative border and the next smallest die cuts it out. I kept mine attached for now, but if yours are not attached, you can just tape them together. And I die cut 3 of them from white cardstock. Using some liquid glue, I adhere all 3 of the frames together and then I just set them aside for later. I stamp my image with some black Copic friendly ink and just disregard the flowers I stamped. I ended up not using them. And then using the matching die, I just cut the U out. I'm going to do some very quick Copic coloring. I take some W1 warm gray and I'm just basically going to put an outline all around the U's body. I don't put a lot down. I want it to be very subtle. And then after I put the warm gray down, I take my colorless blender and I just kind of lighten it up a little bit. So it just looks like a very light shadow all around the edge. And that's basically all I do for the body of the U. For the U scarf, I start out by putting some RV19 red violet all around the edge of the scarf. And then I blend it with some RV09 fuchsia. And I just keep going back and forth until I have the desired look that I want. I cut a piece of white cardstock to 8.5 by 4.25 and I scored it at 3.5 and I just adhere the white frames to it. Okay, so here's my trick. I'm going to stamp the curved flowers onto the front of my card. I'm going to use the Missy stamping tool so that I can move the flowers around. I place the flowers where I want them to go on the cardstock, but they're a little wider than I want them to be. They kind of touch my frame, so to fix this, I just move them in a little bit while they're still attached to the Misty. It's okay if they fall off, just put them back. And then I just check to make sure they're in the right spot on where I want them to go. And when they are, I just stamp them onto the cardstock with some black Copic friendly ink, and it's just quick and easy. Here I'm going to color the flowers to match the scarf on the U. So I color them all in with the RV19 red violet. I'm not doing any shading or anything for the flowers, just some basic coloring because I'll be adding gems to the middle of the flowers, so I didn't think it needed anything else. I bring out my Misty tool again to stamp my sentiment. I stamp the sentiment I Feel Charming with black VersaFine ink because I want to heat emboss it and the VersaFine ink stays wet longer. I just pour some clear embossing powder onto the sentiment and shake off the excess. And then when my heat tool is good and hot, I will heat emboss the sentiment. And to finish off the card, I put foam tape on the back of the U and I adhere it underneath the flowers. Then I take some small navy blue gems that I had and I put them in the center of all the flowers. And using my jewel picker and some liquid glue, I adhere all the gems onto the flower. And then I just kind of decided that I wanted to add some Wink of Stella to the scarf to give it a little bit of shine. And that will complete my card for today. I want to thank you for joining me on the Whimsy Stamps YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed my card. I would love for you to leave a comment and let me know what you think of it. We would love for you to subscribe to the Whimsy Stamps channel and their other social media platforms so you don't miss out on any upcoming releases and great inspirational videos. Also, check out their website for all their new releases. And as always, thanks for stopping by and have yourself a wonderful day.